How sustainable is the current ceasefire between Iran and Israel, given the level of casualties and mutual distrust, sir?
Certainly, there are guarantees by the party with respect to the sustainable ceasefire agreement. And I think there is, in fact, conviction by Iran and Israel with the necessity to sustain the ceasefire agreement, as the war have already damaged both sides gravely. There was some sort of a sabotage of the nuclear program, and the three nuclear reactors in Isfahan and Fordo and Tantas. And along with the Iranian institutional authority and the remaining infrastructure in Tehran, in return, there was some sort of sabotage in the air defense infrastructure in Beersheba, Tel Aviv, Haifa, and other countries. So the size of the devastations between two sides are grave. So the EU has posed this pressure on both sides, and this agreement could be agreed upon verbally, but I think there are guarantees between both sides abiding by the US on a necessity. Both sides do not wish to go back on the battlefield, as there is in fact a greater preparedness to ignite the conflicts between the two sides. Hence, there is a continuation of the ceasefire, and maybe will witness a new negotiation between America in the days to come. And also Arab parties will join, and to have no return or resumptions of the war once again.
Okay, that's great, sir. Sir, how credible are the claims that Israeli strikes set back Iran's nuclear program by years? And what are the implications if that proves to be incorrect?
Certainly, even upon the IAEA report and report of the international watchdogs with respect to within Iran through the foreign ministry today, that the nuclear sites are gravely damaged. And there are some sort of a great sabotage of the Iranian nuclear sites, including the central substantial site, which is Fordo, being demolished and became out of service completely. And I think there's some sort of a bargain that was held between America and Iran to put an end of the threat through the military actions in return to have or to preserve the regime in the Iranian regime, and hence such a deal was agreed upon, and there was some sort of a consensus to have a possible sanctions to be lifted, provided not to presume the production of the nuclear program. Within 10 years, Iran, I think, wouldn't be able to do some sort of enrichment of uranium, as all being devastated related to the program, and the energy sites will be completely demolished. That would require great money for that, with this regard, and therefore America has already guaranteed, at least for the upcoming 10 years, to convince Iran to address the matter politically and economically. And
got your point, sir. What impact could Iran's suspension of the IAEA cooperation have on global non-proliferation efforts and regional stability?
A decision wasn't issued officially. It was just some sort of a recommendation by the Iranian parliament. There is several accusations by the IAEA and that was very biased to Israel. And I think before issuing such a resolution, it should take into consideration that this matter will expose it and to more sections. So this such a matter should be reconsidered, and I think it is premature to issue it, and a great scar on Iran's image. With the addition that the American side by Trump will pursue to provide some sort of laws to stop the nuclear program, and along with the withdrawal from the NPT, and in addition might give them some sort of promises of lifting the economic sections along with economic privileges.
Okay, sir, in light China and Russia's close partnerships with Iran, do you see them playing a significant role in any upcoming negotiations between Tehran and Washington?
In the period of the war, Russia and China have some sort of a negative neutral role, and that caused a disappointment in Iran's public. Despite the strategic partnership between Iran and Russia, Russia's only issued a statement condemning the Israeli strikes, but practically Russia had no presence militarily in supporting Iran, as it is very busy with the Ukrainian crisis and do not pursue to make any disagreement with America. In return, will have some sort of a role in the resumption of the nuclear negotiation along with the EU, Arab countries. That will be the new condition to resume the negotiation. Iran might not resume negotiation directly with the U.S. Based on the mistrust that has been exist as it being deceived, providing militarily coverage to strike Iran and into nuclear sites. So the bilateral negotiation between Iran and America won't be happening unless or rather a comprehensive negotiation joined by the Arab parties along with the effective international parties along with the neighboring countries with Iran.